Dried moss is now live. Streaming Genshin Impact. Sparkles 18/30 days. Sparkles streaming Genshin Impact. Come by, say hi, waving hand.
I don't know. That's the truth. This for the room. Yeah, I don't know why people used to look at me.
All right, let me do the standard audio check. Seems to be quite all right. Welcome, everybody, to day 18 of 30 days streaming Genshin Impact. It has been quite an... Alright, it's awesome that I've got to day 18 of 30 in this awesome game. I'm getting ready to move back to the United States at the end of this month, so it's nice to kind of get a little bit of focus on this game, streaming every day. It has been absolutely amazing with the community dropping in, saying hi. We are going to try and focus on doing narrative things this stream. And let's see what we've got here. Got our login done. We've already maxed out our battle pass. Now let's look at a good narrative story, shall we? Yes, yes, all's well that ends well. Storm Chasers. Yeah, let's just continue this one. Oh, hello, Kaya. What are you doing here?
Hello, Master Kai. I mean, Captain Kaya. I don't believe we were expecting you. Has something urgent come up?
Oh, Adeland, don't be such a stranger. The Knights of Favonius have received word of another sighting of the Dark Knight Hero.
The Dark Knight Hero?
The witness wasn't able to see where the suspect was headed. However, I just have a gut feeling that he's in the Dawn Winery area.
Why would you say that, Kaya?
Really? What can I say, Captain Kaya? You and the Dark Knight Hero have never been seen in the same place at the same time, and you often show up at the Dawn Winery, just like the Dark Knight Hero. So, is it safe to say that you are the Dark Knight Hero?
Now that you mention it, it makes sense. I almost can't believe it. I am the legendary Dark Knight Hero.
I'm sorry, Captain Kaya, but the Dawn
Batman.
Winery is having a fire safety inspection today. You'll have to come back another day.
Seriously, shouldn't you at least ask me to stay for dinner as a courtesy? Then again, I do have a pile of admin work waiting for me today. In that case, please pass a message on to D-Luke for me. Tell him that the hazard zone has been established. The public shouldn't notice anything, and the enemy is unlikely
The
to
hazard zone has been
Captain
established.
Kaya, your words are as profound and enigmatic as ever.
Are they
I'm just
flirting?
a maid.
I think
None
they're
of that
flirting.
means anything to me. Master is currently out at a business meeting with his commercial partners. I don't know where they are exactly. I will pass your message on to him word for word when he gets back, but I can't guarantee that the meaning behind the words will be fully conveyed.
Oh, but these are code words he grew up using.
It's very awkward
He
that
doesn't
I'm standing
understand.
directly behind Kaya.
Then perhaps it was a wasted childhood.
It's my own decision,
By the
but
way, is there anything new at the winery? While I'm here, I'd like to pick up some choice wine to take home.
Captain Kaya, you are too funny. You know we don't do retail. Still, thank you so much for visiting.
Interesting. Alright, so it's 1146. That's about 120 seconds. So it would take me roughly 2 minutes to get over there, I think. That's not too long of a wait now, is it? We'll make our way over there. It's a nice night here in Mondstadt. Not too many monsters around and about. Do we have commissions today? Yes, we do. They're all in Inazuma. I still requested it to be a random location, but it still seems to focus on Inazuma. Oh, get it, get it, get it. Nice. Got another one over here. 900. About a minute, 30 seconds. Maybe just a little bit longer. Hello, Hilly. How are you? No, you guys wanna chat? Man, nice cancel. Canceled me both times. Appreciate that, guys. Alright, still making our way. We're just a little over halfway from when we started this nice gingerly walk. And this be how I like to play this game. Nice and casual. No need to always fast travel, but I often do on stream. But we're going to focus on narrative stuff. And narrative stuff only. So I've been trying, I was trying to play a new game that got released called Tower of Fantasy. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. It's essentially a clone of Genshin Impact with a sci-fi skin over it. And while I enjoyed my initial playthrough, I wasn't having too many issues with it. I had one day to where I could not log in, and I decided to uninstall it to maybe get a new install, because clicking on the launcher did not work, and then going to their website just asked me to reinstall the game. So I uninstalled it from my computer because I was actually ended up trying to make some space for Baldur's Gate 3, which I was thinking of purchasing. So I decided to uninstall Tower of Fantasy using their uninstall.exe file within the Tower of Fantasy folder that was created when I initially installed the game. And when I ran that uninstall program, guess what the Tower of Fantasy uninstall file did? It removed my Genshin Impact and my Honkai 3rd game from my PC. So not only did it remove itself, it removed other games that were not connected to it. That's a little sus to me, so I promptly removed the game also from my cell phone. So I will not be playing Tower of Fantasy at all. That's unfortunate because it looked like it was a good, kind of side activity that I could do while I was enjoying Genshin Impact. I did like the theme, but it's just too much stuff going around right now with their use of assets from Honkai 3rd. Some of the issues that I've heard with their manipulation of player accounts, and now with their own uninstall file, uninstalling only Genshin Impact and Honkai 3rd by running that done install program. It's just a little bit too much. So while it looked really, really exciting, there's many other games I could play that I don't have to worry about them stealing my information or erasing things. Erasing their closest competitor. Of course, now I don't really feel like they're going to be much of a competition if they don't fix. I'd like to return it to it after I maybe see it take off, maybe if it got to the status of maybe Genshin Impact, and I know that they're not doing the shady stuff anymore. Maybe I'll return to it. But not right now.
Finally, he plays Genshin.
I know, right? I don't know if you're saying, like, finally playing Genshin for the first time, or just, I'm kind of starting a little late today. I was jumping into some Lego Batman request that Bear had put in. Then I jumped on some streaming games of Gang Beasts with Shale, his community. Erotic Spud Muffin was over there. Nads. And then I did some gaming with Dead by Daylight with Salt and Nightinghood, Plute, and Deaconator. So yeah, a little bit late start. I like this little character. This enemy is so cool.
How are you today?
Let's see. How do I get him? Feeling is much better. I'm just sort of like coughing up a lot of that mucus, so I'm sort of in the final stages, I think. But we're going to try to focus on completing narrative stuff today. How about yourself? Thanks so much, Eldon, for dropping in, saying hi. Powerful opponents within 2 seconds, or defeat 2 powerful opponents. Stop freezing me! Stop canceling me! Boom.
There. It's done.
There. It's done.
The ley line deposit will disappear before long.
What are you up to today, Eldon?
All thanks to the power of teamwork. See, even Captain Pie.
I'm great. Bought the remaining Tekken 7 DLC yesterday and practiced a lot. Found 2 new really cool characters which I will learn.
Which 2 characters?
Sidekicks. It's been a long time since I last worked with others. It's not so bad. If the opportunity arises, let's team up again in the future.
Yeah, I don't know, Eldon, if you were in my stream that I did for Chorus, that space shooter that you had recommended. Man, I had so much fun with that game in permadeath on, like, hard difficulty. Like, the actual feeling of, like, I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Like urgency, like there was this actual feeling of urgency, like I need to be careful. I think I made it 2 hours in before I ended up dying. I ended up finding one ship, and then after learning how to use that ship, I ended up dying.
Chorus has permadeath?
Yeah, it's built in. I mean, it's built into there. You can turn permadeath on, which makes playing that game like you got to be very, very cautious, which I don't think I want to play that game any other way other than permadeath. One of these days I'll get to like the end of course and be like, wow, I made it. But I think any game really can be permadeath. Like you could say, all right, if I die once in Elden Ring, I could just delete my file and start over again. Like I think any game can have a permadeath. It'd have to be self-imposed, which can be manipulated by the player if they didn't want to follow the rule. But yeah, you can turn permadeath on in course again, which I think for me puts that game in a really special place with me right now. I'm really, really, really loving the game because of permadeath. Otherwise, I'd be just like, oh, I'm dying. But now I'm like, wow, oh, I take every encounter extremely cautious, which really makes the game enjoyable. But there's a VOD of it. If you want to skim through it, I had a really good time with it. I'll probably be playing that one again tomorrow. Yeah, the permadeath mode on that game is really nice. It kind of reinvigorated my love for those really difficult games. And it actually sort of there was this moment where I was like, I really, really enjoy the calming like enjoyment that comes from Genshin Impact, but man, I really enjoy a good challenge too. So I really appreciate that suggestion of a game. Yeah, I turned it on like extreme difficulty with permadeath on, and it's really cool. I was surprised with how good the story is too. All right, let's get rid of these blue colored ones.
You're just all over this, huh?
Hello, Cheshire. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a smile on my face when the people that I know drop in and say hi. I know everybody's time is, like, I say it all the time. Everybody's time is really valuable, and actually seeing everybody drop by and just say hi is enough. Like, if you had to go right now, I'd be like, hey, Cheshire, stop by. It's like a wave, right? I appreciate the wave. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I've been doing my 30 days of streaming Genshin Impact, so daily I've been playing this game. I play it a little bit offline too. Actually, I play it a lot offline. But yeah.
994 called Karnov's Revenge, which is said to have one of the hardest arcade modes in Fi.
Yeah, I really do appreciate it when people come by and give me a little bit of their time.
Should be appreciated.
I do appreciate that a lot. Eldon said, I'm gonna plunge myself into a brutal fight from 1994 called Karnov's Revenge, which is said to have one of the hardest arcade modes in fighting game history. So Cheshire, how have your own Baldur's Gate and State of Decay games been treating you? You've been really dedicated to that game as well.
Doing great, HBO.
I thought it said doing great HBO. Home box office. I've really been neglecting the story elements of this game. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on today. Yeah, another 16 days and I'm flying back to the US. I keep asking myself, like, I'm curious what my streaming, like, schedule will be like if I can ever get it back to what it is now.
Doing real. Thanks for asking, Eldon.
Alright, so we're approaching Mondstadt here. I've been trying to do more travel by foot than...
To a fantastic streamer who has been really active so far. It's great to see.
That's what Cheshire Smoke does best, builds communities. Reminds us what makes Twitch communities good. It makes it good. Hey Timmy, how are you? Bye Timmy. One of the greatest memed characters in Genshin Impact back there. Little Timmy. Hello, Lawrence. How are you, Lawrence? Bye, Lawrence. Hey, Catherine.
This weather's got me in the mood
Morning.
for reciting some
Marjorie.
laws. Let's see.
Yuri.
I do try to
Good to
welcome
see you.
everyone, in not every one cup of tea though.
Sarah.
What was he/they streaming?
Oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten.
Yeah.
What is wrong with me today?
Yeah, let us know, Cheshire, who you streamed into.
Baldur's
Really
Gate,
active.
They play lots of different things.
Do you recommend them, Cheshire? We'll go check them out. Pay it forward. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by running through everything. Alright, where was I supposed to be? Here. Hello, Swan.
Off_wall_gaming.
Oh, wait a second. I played games with Off the Wall. Who did I play? I played Off the Wall Gaming in a stream with Shale today, I think, during Gang Beasts. Is that the same one? Why does Off the Wall sound so familiar?
Yeah. Same person.
Okay, alright, yeah, well, give me a follow, because I'll give Off the Wall a follow, because I enjoyed playing that game today. I mean, Gang Beast isn't quite my game. I think the controls are really off the wall. No pun intended with off the wall gaming, but it is fun to play and interact with community in a game that maybe I don't really like all that much. Like, I don't think I'd ever buy it, but it's hilarious to play. I'd probably rather play Fall Guys than Gang Beasts, but just hanging out with community members was fun. The passion of Mondstadt is well founded, I say. For more so than I imagined, in fact. Even their helichurls are so very lively. Regardless, Mr. Yog, we ask that you not go out by yourself again. What? Then what about my machine? I'm still missing. I'm 1, 2, 3, 18, 19 components. We've got adventurers working on finding them. Just wait here in the city where it's safe. Please. What about that device? It's a matter of inspiration. You understand? What shall I do when inspiration strikes? It comes and it goes like a belch after a good drink or a candle in the wind. Actually, that's not a bad analogy. I should write that down. I'm sure Xavier would love it. You... honorary knight. Wonderful. Just the person I wanted to see. Please, over here. What's wrong? Well, allow me to introduce you. This man here is from the court of Fontaine.
He's been amazing. Felt like such a good person to raid over into. No idea at this point.
Any idea when you will play Elden Ring? Cheshire Smoke's got a growing library of games to get through. I think somebody recently gifted her one of the Quantic Dream games. It wasn't Heavy Rain, it wasn't Beyond Two Souls. God, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. It's the one where you're an android. I can't remember what it was, but I know someone gifted it.
I have so many games.
Yeah, so many games.
Detroit Become Human.
Yes, thank you, Cheshire. Thank you. I enjoyed that game. I know if you love a narrative game, if you said that you had played Beyond Two Souls, but not Heavy Rain. Really, really good games. Really good narrative. I know Star Wars isn't necessarily Cheshire's thing, but I know that the next game that Quantic Dream is
Since
making
I
is the
won't
Star
play
Wars
Elden Ring anytime
game.
soon, I'm really interested in watching others go on their first
I
playthrough.
know, right, Eldon? I know that you're kind of moving off into fighting games, and you're maybe looking forward to From Software redoing Armored Core, because they've really, not necessarily exhausted, but they've covered quite a bit of ground with the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring. But yeah, it's kind of fun to watch like Cheshire Smoke play. Like after I had finished Ghostwire Tokyo, like watching Cheshire Smoke play Ghostwire Tokyo is a nice perspective. Like that's a good thing when you take suggestions from your community because you know they've played it, and it's kind of cool to sit back and watch somebody that has kind of helped the community and drive the community. Is like I'd really like to hear what their perspective
I
is.
love Ghostwire.
Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo is still it's got an awesome like place in my catalog. Like one of those
Such a
games that
cool game.
I'll never get rid of, and I'll continue to play, and I'm looking forward to what they make next, that kind of thing. So, Mr. Yo, this is your honorary knight. Uh, Yo, Felix Yo, salutations to you, honorary knight. Long have I heard of your many exploits. You know of me? Of course, of course. Wouldn't I? Your battle against Dvalin in Mondstadt made headlines in the Steambird for 3 whole weeks. If those reporters knew what I was speaking to you right now, why, they would be beside themselves with envy. What's the Steambird? You don't know? It's let's say it's a rather popular newspaper in the court of Fontaine. You once got their sales up to record numbers, I'll have you know. Front page, full length, expert interviews up the wazoo, and the best hand-drawn illustrations more could buy. You made a lot of people mad more there. Well then, traveler, Mr. Yo, I shall leave you guys alone. I've got some other things to handle at the moment, if you'll excuse me. Swan leaves in a hurry. I probably would too. As it is, I was told, the Knights of Favonius have a never-ending backlog of work. So why are you here in Mondstadt? Me? Well, I'm actually planning to tour Tavad. As for the purpose of my trip, why, it is to promote these kinesis cores that I've made. Simply put, a kinesis core is a form of clockwork device. As long as its main spring is wound from time to time, these cores can provide motive force for a long period of time. I've even created a sort of perpetual motion toy powered by the kinesis core to show off its capabilities. I call it the Ever-Motion Mechanical Painting. Oh, this is actually an event. This is an event. I just realized that. They mentioned this yesterday in one of the messages that they send out. Unfortunately, while I'd love to show you the device to you, its allure was all too much for even monsters to resist. At the moment, they must have divided my device up into many pieces in a manner of most unfriendly, playing around with each component. I have, of course, asked for the help of the Adventurers Guild, but I have received no news from any adventurers so far. Honorary Knight, could you help me out as well, if you have a mind to? Believe me, neither my device nor the payment due will disappoint you. Leave it to me. Wonderful. You are indeed a mighty adventurer, and a mighty sympathetic one too, just as the paper said. It is a shame that we're in Mondstadt. Were we in the court of Fontaine, I would bring a few reporters from the Steambird for an exclusive interview with you. I'm sure that your charisma would bowl them over, to the point where you'd be guaranteed another 3 weeks' worth of headlines, not to mention the requisite royalties. Do I need to do something here? So I need to retrieve something, I guess? Retrieve pieces. That sounds like so much fun. I gotta eat. I gotta eat. Oh, there was some explosives in there. I want to be careful next time.
Stone. Let the show begin. Rise.
Oh, it's kind of hard to fight fire with fire. Oh, don't hit the bomb. Don't hit the bomb. Alright, so we got one box of components. Let's head back and talk to the man himself. This is probably the best. Alright, I got your box. You've returned, Honorary Knight. What news of the components? You mean these? Yes, indeed. Ah, this is wonderful. Heavens, yes. Well, now since all the components have been returned to us, all that's left is to combine them. Well then, Honorary Knight, if you want, you can attempt to put all these pieces together. It will be an interesting experience, trust me. Alright, restore mechanical painting pot. Mechanical painting pot restoration 1. Challenge not yet completed. Let's do it. Alright. Travelers must adjust different gear components and place these components on columns to allow them to interact with one another and activate the final driven gear component. Travelers can place each gear component on a column's upper or lower levels, but take note that each column can only fit one such component. Gear components at different levels cannot connect directly, but they can be connected through duplex gear components. These duplex gear components can also be inverted. When fitting gear components, you may sometimes find that a certain component may stack with other columns or components, thus making placement impossible. Alright, so... small gear. Small gear here. This part has already been mounted at position 4. Say what, where, what? I did it! I did it! It took me 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm very slow. It looks like all small pieces. So let's go number 1. Yes. probably go with number 3 being this one. And probably another one of those at 7. Or a smaller one, probably. Let's go to 5. Let's do one of these. Nope. These are just way too big, like, no matter where I put that one. And that one's too big to fit over there. It's no different. Oh, you know what? I need to put another one on top of it. Or can I put another one on top of it? Because it looks like it's above the other ones. Check upper level. Yeah, so we want to put another one on 7. Right? Or can you put... Oh! Oh! I see. Okay, so back to 5. And put this one there. No? Yeah, it'd be too big, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let's see. All right, so if the bottom one's turning, that doesn't necessarily mean that the top one's turning. Let's reset everything. All right, so we have the lower deck. Observe both levels. Let's see, can there be a large set? Like, if I put something on top of the other one, so now you have a larger cog spinning. Can I put one of these? Okay. Now I should be able to then put another one of these over on number 7, right? I need to put one more on number 7. No, that's not what I want to do. Let's go upper level. Let's put this one. No, we'll put this one. Alright, that one's going. Alright, and then we can go back over to number 3 on the lower level. Put one of these. There we go. Level 2! That one took me 8 minutes, 58 seconds. Alright, can I redo one? Claiming that. Claiming that. Alright. Is this how I currently have it set up? And it just shows me how I'm currently using it? That's interesting. Okay. Unlocks after 22 hours. Alright, so we got the first two. So 22 hours, I can try mechanical painting part restoration number 3. Alright, see you, Felix. Let's see here. Let's go do another narrative story, shall we? Alright, let's do Omni Ubiquity Net. That one's 6,000. That would take me a good chunk of time. Alright, where are you? There you are. Thank you all so much for lurking, for hanging out. I appreciate you spending some time with me here. Let me see who is out and about right now, so I get an idea. Centica is in music. Rodster Jams is there. Chill Rob is live again. Chill Rob's amazing music. I like Mobs. I like Moobs. Playing Sea of Thieves. That's spelled with a M as in Mike. Inquisition playing Final Fantasy VII. Zax is just chatting. Real Kazu is playing Akiba's Trip. Paula Deming is currently offline. Good group of individuals out there and about. Live and at large. Alright, I appreciate you all hanging out. And let's see here.
We'll be lurking, bud.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, Salt. Lurk all you want. I know you're all coming off your own busy schedules, starting into your weekend. I'm ending my Saturday. This is my Saturday evening at 7:49 p.m. here in beautiful Japan. Of course, there has been a typhoon that has hit Japan, so it's raining just a bit, which is good. I enjoy the rain. Sango, you again. Did you find Wakamurasaki? Wakamurasaki? So here's the deal with the Omni-Ubiquity Net. Omni-Ubiquity Net, you know what? It's not a bad name. Still, that technique. Can that technique really detain a human's essence? No, it's not possible. There are only records of such an onmyodo? Onmyodoi. Onmyodo technique existing. Any practicum has long disappeared into the mists of time. That technique that I taught Wakamurasaki can only do that for small animals. Wait, then why didn't you tell her? Oh, that? I just wanted Wakamurasaki to help me spread a certain something around. Bantan Sango Detective Agency's president is currently asking someone to create a net using Kumana Onmyodo that can make people tell the truth. A long-lost Kamuna Onmyodo, the Bantan Sango... Man, that's a lot. That's a mouthful. The long-lost Kamuna Onmyodo, the Bantan Sango Detective Agency, and a net that can indeed detain the essence of small creatures. Man, that is... The long-lost Kamuna Onmyodo, the Bantan Sango Detective Agency, and a net that can indeed detain the essences of small creatures.
Do the quest.
Wow, that is a mouthful though, Bear. If I can get that past reading, if you can get that through your tongue twisting, that's a lot of shifts. Put all three together, and you have an urban legend that both sounds impressive and that actually has a grain of truth to it. For most people, these urban legends are just little stories. But for criminals who already have the seed of fear in their hands, such tales are not so simple. Ah, so that's how it is. The other side of it is, well, Wakamurasaki was trying to get on my nerves with that whole find me the strongest onmyodo technique ever. Nonsense. I told her many times that such things don't exist, but she wouldn't listen. So I had no choice but to give her something to work with so she'd get off my back. What if Wakamurasaki doesn't tell anyone about this? Impossible. She couldn't keep a secret to save her life. Trust me, I know her way too well. Either way, thanks for making the trip on my behalf. Take this. Consider it payment for the errand run. Archon, I hope she doesn't come to bother me again. I'm a detective, you know, not some onmyoji. Quest complete. I got some more Omni-Ubiquity nets. Alright, we'll start from the very bottom. Relics of Sedai.
Please speak to President Sango. I'm just a helper.
Hey, do you know?
Oh wait, that's real close by, isn't it? Nope, that's not what I thought it was.
Do I
1445. I still have some fast travel points. Welcome in, Bear. Welcome.
Lose weight, do the other Sirai Island one.
go?
Asterisk muscle now.
Wow. Like the lightning sound in my headphones. I've got this 3D audio headset from PlayStation that connects directly to the PlayStation 5. I do have a typhoon in the area of Japan, and it sounded just like
unprecedented one
the
indeed.
storm outside. Fujiwara, Toshiko. Thank you. Phew, to think that these guys would try to catch me unawares like that. And who are you? What are you doing here? I'm Fujiwara Toshiko, and I'm here to, a patch over your eye? You've seen some combat, or just... Never mind. Since you did save me, I might as well tell you. I'm actually here to find treasure that my ancestors left behind here. Treasure? Or however Paimon... Treasure?
Banana.
And I've found it. Ah, of course I have. I've followed some clues to the treasure location, and I've ascertained my method of entry. But just as I was about to activate the switch and enter the area where the treasure is stored, those monsters sneaked up and attacked me. I owe you my life for chasing those monsters away. Thank you. So could I ask you to protect me for a while longer? I still have to find that treasure, but I don't think I'll be able to handle all those monsters alone. I'll even share some of the treasure with you. Is there really treasure here? I'm sure I can find that treasure. Just trust me. I've even found the switch that'll allow us to enter the place where the treasure is hidden. It's just over there. That said, the mechanism doesn't seem to be something we can open directly. It requires some special method to activate. I have a map left by my ancestors here with me, and it contains clues as to how I might figure this mechanism out. But I still haven't figured it out yet. Here, why don't you have a look as well? For all I know, you might be able to figure something out. But really, how am I supposed to solve this puzzle? I don't know either. There is... Alright, so Bear was saying something about another... wait, must do the other Seri Island one.
I'm doing good.
The other Seri Island.
Doing an assignment.
Seki Village, Inazuma. Oh, we were trying to get rid of the storm.
Storm chasers yet.
What the heck just happened?
Finish that one so you can go unlock Tsurami afterwards.
There's a oculi around here, so it's right there in front of me. Another one over there. Always seem to think it's below, but it ends up being above me. Oh, it's below here somehow. down there, but I don't know how to get down there. Alright, alright. Do datin' later. Alright. Hello, cat. Hello, cat. Hello, pussycat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, pussycat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You just stay over there. Nope, I'm gonna have to fight you because you're guarding the chest.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
I must leave no stone unturned. Boom!
You can't run. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. You can't run. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. You can't run. Well, don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
I'm actually wasting Chi-Chi's elemental.
Motion to compel.
You need to hurry up. This was well done.
Lost, the other guy is still alive, lol.
What other guy? Or is that just a delayed response? This guy? Yeah, I knew that guy was still alive.
We can
Knock him.
write this off as incidental gains.
What other guy? There's 3 of them. I killed 3 of them.
The other guy that just randomly popped in front of you then died. You killed him off.
Oh, okay.
The Geo guy.
Meow. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Come on, pick it up, girl. I see you, Oculi. Ooh, nice change of music. Of course, of course, of course. Of course, of course. Oh, come on, girl. Climb up that tree. What you doing? No. Stay up on the tree. There you go. Alright, there's 2 more around here. Oh, look at the rock shaped like cat heads. Who might be in here? Ah, at last. Human guests. Oh, talking cat. That cat is talking. Oh, does the sight of me frighten you so? Paimon's just never seen a talking animal before. Most rude of you. Are you not talking to animals also? Oh, are you not talking animal also? Talking animal. Adding it to the list. Oh, that's hilarious. God bless Paimon.
Add that to the list, yep.
Let's see, what do I have? No. Talking animal. I do have the list that you posted one time. I copied and pasted it into a Word document, but I don't have my PC readily accessible to do that. But I do have like another one in an Excel file. I've got emergency food, Spymon, Flymon, flying pet, child, Bymon, Pymore, floating partner, imminent flying companion, now talking animal. That's great stuff. Hey, calm down. Actually, we might have met quite a few talking animals, haven't we? We met a talking dragon, yes. Dragons count as animals? Paimon feels like they belong in a higher class than that. But, well, Tvalin does talk. Well, whatever the case, this is the first time Paimon's met a talking cat. Such wanton yammering. I am no talking cat. This is the Asase Shrine, and I am Neko, the provisional head priestess. Other felines address me as Her Ladyship, the provisional head priestess, but since our fates are twined, you may dispense with such formality. Do other cats talk too? Surely, you just comprehend them not. But you are no fools, certainly considering that you knew to follow mine instruction. Most boring things would be if you were as dull as those other 2 humans, picking and scratching at rocks as they do. Rocks? You mean the wandering stone from before? I know not what they are named. It is a pile of rocks, with a rope tied across it, no? So, you were the one who asked those cats to... I indeed called upon some felines to frolic there. Consider it a test of your intellect. Hibiki unsealed these rocks a good long time ago. It has much to do with those. Those purple, tingling, hair-raising, ill-meaning things. Purple, tingly things? Do you mean Electro? Well, Electro really is running amok here on Sardi Island. That's for sure. I can instruct you in the manner of operating these rocks, but in exchange, want our help, do you? Ah, there it is again, your superb comprehension. Mine eyes did not judge you poorly, human. Provisional head priestess of the Asase Shrine I may be, but there are some tasks that mine paws lack still in. For instance, the shrine suffers from a dearth of incense, were Hibiki to see it in such sorry state, she would surely be grieved. Much thought did I give it before realizing that if the shrine's offering box were to be fixed, people would come to deposit more there, thus reviving the shrine. It's not quite that simple. More is stuffed into the offering box when it was yet whole, many people would come to stuff more into it, thus making the shrine most busy indeed. Once the box was damaged, no one came to put more in it, and thus did the shrine fall silent. And thus stands to reason then that, should this box be repaired, people will return to offer more, and the shrine shall be revived. Revivified, okay, is that not so? It's hard to fault that reasoning, but at the same time, something doesn't fit. Whatever the case may be, I remember that people always came to maintain the offering box, which was why the shrine thrived and incense within burned well. The human in charge of those repairs lived in the village over there. I don't know why, but that looks like a mountain in the background. It is a mountain in the background. It's so weird. Like the shadows and the depth really, it's an interesting scene. But he hasn't come in for a good long time. Indeed, after that huge storm, Hibiki, Domeki, and the others never returned, either. Whatever the case may be, I now fully understand that so long as the offering box is repaired, the shrine can be restored to its former glory. As such, you shall help me to repair the box, and I will teach you the way to seal those stones. Do you really know how to work those things, warding stones? Ah, naturally. Many a time I have seen Hibiki seal them, and unseal them too. There should be no problem at all. Should? Meow, meow, meow. Seriously? You're playing the dumb about something like this? But if we want to fix the box, we're going to need a lot of materials. I know, or you know, like wooden planks, nails, ropes. Do we have that sort of stuff here at the shrine? I have maintained this shrine exceedingly well. Not so detritus exists. No such detritus exists here. But those are exactly the things we're going to need. Well then, where can we find these materials? I am a cat. Where would I obtain such knowledge of things? Where did the person in charge of maintenance live? That's right, the person in charge of maintenance must have kept some spare supplies. We can go have a look. That is a fair point you make. Bring forth your map. I shall mark the location out for you. Make sure everybody is hydrating. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Wow, she really marked it out. So that's how you make marks with your claws? But of course. There, I have gotten you the general location you require. I shall leave the box repairs to you. Meow. Meow. Alright, so my map has been marked. Alright, let's go get this fast travel point done. Let's see if we can find these. Oculi, oculi, where must you be? High, high up in this massive tree. You hide high in a tree, guarded by a feline with paw. Once I pick you up, I can worship and increase my stamina. There you are. Where would the final one be? If I was an oculi, where would I be? I'm gonna say like right underneath. Taking a chance. And I'm probably gonna fail. Oh, back here behind. Well, do your magic. Oh, hello. Feel bad maybe taking this mint from you. I'll just go ahead and leave it there so that you all can enjoy it. Wow. That is a lot of cats. Why did I hear bells? Crab. Alright, let's go check this offering box. Ah, yes. It does need some repair, doesn't it? This thing's in a real state. And it's moving really, really fast. Well, let's head to the village quick. Maybe we'll find something we can use. I hate it when dialogue is auto. I couldn't change that one.
There's no end to this. Another test subject.
Wow, I got juggled quite a bit there.
Steady as stone. I'll protect you.
Don't have much of a choice. Wow, nice juggle, nice juggle. Yeah, how's that feel? No more, please. We yield, we yield. Yeah, I would still take you out to death if I could. We were just trying to our luck, doing a little digging, you know. Tell me the truth. Wait, please, we'll talk, we'll talk. We heard from some people that there was treasure to be had here on Seri Island, and that the island itself wasn't all that populated. So we decided to come over and see what we could find. But we really haven't found anything. This village doesn't look like it's been tended, for Archon shows how many years earlier. Or either. But we really haven't found anything. This village doesn't look like it's been tended, for Archon knows how many years either. Like, said I. Forget treasure. We were hard pressed to find a plank of wood that wasn't broken around here. All the wood's ruined. Then how are we supposed to find repair materials? Do you have a camp? Well, yes, we do, but what do you plan to... Does that camp have nails, wooden planks, and rope in it? Yes? Please, just tell us what you want. There's no need to speak in code. You've beaten us, so whether you want Mora or treasure, it's all yours. Just please spare our lives. Actually, those things were exactly what I want. Then please just go to our camp and take whatever you need. And what are you gonna do? We've got other things to attend to, so let's part ways here. Come on, lads, let's go. Move it. Didn't your other lads, like, vanish in a puff of smoke? was another one over here. But I think that was the house that I had to break underneath, which I don't know how to do. Go to the treasure hoarder camp. Got a mirror maiden over here. I'm gonna go say hi to her. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Let the show begin. You can't. Motion to compel. Go, Barbara. Lower down. Her Majesty's gift. Let's dance. Out of my sight.
Puzzle time madness. Now I'm here to get the material that I was promised. No fighting. Hey, hey. Your other guy that I beat said that I could take your supplies. Alright, fine.
I must leave no stone. Let the show begin.
There will be an official live stream soon on Genshin's Twitch about new update, region events, characters, etc. and also 300 primos.
Yoy! Yeah, boy. What's up, Whisper? How are you? Yeah, thank you so much. Banana had mentioned that yesterday, so I actually put in an alarm on. So I guess they'll be announcing the next banner.
Banana.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
At Bury Banana, you are no longer Bear, you are Banana.
Is that what you want, Bear? Because you've changed your name from Berry Banana back to Bear, back to Berry Banana. If you would prefer, let me know.
No, I don't. I like Bear.
Okay, Bear.
At Burry Banana Our Bear Good to know.
Alright, so 781. I want to explore everywhere. Oh, we could go get this fast travel. Let's go get this fast travel. How long are the live streams, by the way?
Why do you call them fast travels and not teleport waypoints? Watching live stream doesn't count as spoilers, does it? At Burry Banana.
What?
They're like an hour to March 2nd hours.
They're like 2 to 3 hours? Really? Well, I guess today will be a short stream. And I'll probably make up for it tomorrow. Maybe I'll try a 12-hour Genshin Impact stream. I'll start at like 6 a.m. and I'll finish at 6 p.m. No, that wouldn't be healthy at all.
Whisper yay, but I want to be completely surprised to it. They're probably gonna reveal some locations and some clues into Sumeru and I. You can stream THT on our channel and we can watch it together.
Yeah, Whisper, I stream primarily through console and I can't stream websites through the console.
He's playing on console so he can't. At Burry Banana, yeah, understandable.
Boom boom!
At yaboy_whisper, thank you.
Going somewhere? To the ferry?
Little practice there?
Even see our controls, our console controls, now.
Alright, 900, we'll just do a fast travel. Right there. I didn't even climb up to the top there, did I? I completely forgot to trigger that fast travel point, didn't I?
Why fast travel and not teleport?
I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Teleport waypoints. It's not the same thing. Genshin lingo is serious.
Okay, fair. I agree. I yield. Teleport waypoint. Oh, teleport waypoint.
Okay,
May I beg your forgiveness for calling you a fast travel point. Fast travel points by any other name are not what you are. You are not a fast travel point. You are a teleport waypoint. And from this point on, I will promise to do my best to call you if not a fast travel waypoint, not a fast travel point, but a teleport waypoint. Alright, well, I gotta go eat something now, then live stream soon. Alright, ya boy, are you gonna... Hold on, ya boy, are you going to live stream? Are you going to stream? We can watch your stream if that's what you're gonna do. But you're probably not saying that. Never mind. Just disregard my confusion. Ignore my confusion. For it is easy, and I am easily confused. You start to repair the offering box. Look at that. Look at my workmanship. My craftsmanship is just second to none. Second to none. Look at that. Alright. Have a good one, Whisper. Enjoy the live stream. It's ready for that money. Let's go talk to the kitty cat. Well done indeed. I acknowledge your efforts. This should be the first step in the shrine's return to its former bustling state. You are also free to offer more yourself, should it please you. As we agreed, then, I shall instruct you in the sealing of these rocks. This island plays host to 4 such stones. Hibiki once said that they were meant to seal a bird of most prodigious size. A bird of prodigious size? Hibiki said that the bird's strength was a truly frightening thing, capable of singeing the fur off all the cats on this island. This shrine, too, was built to subdue it. So I heard from her. The exact details escape me, and it is a mighty shame that Hibiki is not here, or you could ask her directly. Yet still I recall the sealing methods for the 4 stones. You must... I think maybe the cat is switching back into a fully feline state. Hibiki said that the key is to use the ropes on the rocks and the pieces of paper. Ropes. Paper. The paper on the sticks by the rock's side must become the same as the paper on the rock itself. Clear as mud. You seem confused. Perhaps your comprehension is lacking also. Paper with paper and rock. Did you get that? Okay. What is this? Some weird game of rock, paper, scissors? Rock, paper, scissors. I fail to understand. If your comprehension fails you here, have you any of those wooden planks left? I will carve an image of what needs to be done. Sure. Neko carves a drawing on the wooden plank. This is what she carved. If you wish to restore the warding stone's functionality and suppress the storm once more, you must find and touch 3 sets of paper charms hung on poles that correspond to each warding stone. You must recall the positions of each set of paper charms and the number of paper charms on each pole. Say, what? There are also paper charms hanging off the warding stone itself, and the stones are split into upper and lower sections that may be rotated independently. Oh, okay, I get that. Rotate the warding stone such that the number of paper charms in the sections of the stone that correspond to the 3 poles matching the number of charms placed there. Once you rotate the warding stone section such that the correspondence is perfect, the seal upon it shall be reinstated. Now, surely you understand. This is how one seals the rocks, and where they are. Now go. Quickly. The shrine's maintenance yet requires my attention. Now that the offering box has been repaired, the shrine shall soon return to its former thriving glory. Again, you're really good with those claws. Small beans it was, really. Visit the shrines after some days. Once it grows busy around here, these parts once more, I am certain that more humans will come to pay their respects. I may yet require your aid again. Hibiki would be most gratified to see this shrine become lively again. Well, let Dameki follow too. Well, there we go. So, I guess one thing I need to do is maybe get the Genshin Impact, Twitch. I don't even know if I have
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Genshin Impact's channel. Like, what is it? Is it Hoyoverse? Is it their channel, Hoyoverse? What is the Genshin Impact channel? I don't even think I have it. I don't even think I follow it. Let's go check the website. Genshin Impact.
The case before us is a strange.
The book's entry collection now available on Genshin Impact. The book's entry collection now. What? Special program announcement. Version 3.0 special program preview. It's announcement time. Preview version 3.0. There's their Twitch.
Not the busiest of my days. I suppose I'm doing a good job taking care of the shrine.
Alright, so I've got their channel up. That will stay right there, so when it goes live, I am ready to go. Very good, very good. Yes. Got about 20 minutes before they go live.
Not the busiest of my days. I suppose I'm doing a good job taking care of the shrine.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Real Causes Gaming. Inquisition. I Like Moobs. Ace of Twitch. Chill Rob, Rodster Gems, and Cintica. Alright, sweet.
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
The busiest of my days. I suppose I'm doing a good job taking care of the shrine.
Alright, Nako. See you later. Alright, so now our next activity is to go to each of these shrines. Oh. Collect as many of them butterflies as I can. Everywhere I see them, they will be captured. I still have yet to, like, explore the crashed ships and everything, too. So much yet to see. So much yet to do. Therein lies the future adventure that is Genshin Impact. So this warding stone is actually divided into an upper and lower section, and it can be rotated. If we rotate it correctly, something might happen. And what is this correct rotation? I've figured it out. Ah, you're back. We were just starting to wonder where you'd gone. Well, I mean, I'm being controlled by this streamer named Dried Moss, and he never really finishes what he's supposed to be finishing, and the things have just sort of stacked up on him, so, I mean, it's not like I have much choice. Wait, seal? This warding stone needs to be sealed, you say? You tell of your experiences. Ah, talking cat, you say, guarding an abandoned shrine? And that cat told you how to seal the warding stones? That's just incredible. Maybe the guilds rated this commission's difficulty a little too low. Miss Eiko, this isn't the time to worry about guild evaluations. Look, the words on this wooden plank seem to have been made using claws. This is just incredible. Is that cat named Neko still at the shrine? Well, I need to bring any greeting gifts when I go there. Well, I need to bring any greeting gifts when I go there to pay respects. Oh man, I cannot read right now. Will I need to bring any greeting gifts when I go there to pay respects? You know, like fish, cat food, things like that? Taiscape, please. We need to seal the warding stone first. Guild commission, remember? Right, I'm sorry. Alright then, let's figure out how we're supposed to do this sealing business. But according to this wooden plank, it isn't going to be that easy. Okay, I think I know how to do this, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 of them, right? How do I rotate the block? Oh, over here. So I guess I point them in the direction, or is it the side that's facing them? So this is half a 1 and then a 2. We'll call that a 1. Rotate the bottom. Well, that's this warding stone squared away, right? And yet the storm hasn't abated at all. Looks like we've got to seal all 4 of them. That seems to be the case. Well, that Nako's already marked all 4 warding stone locations on the wooden plank, right? Indeed. Let's go. Yep, let's do this. Could I at least go visit the shrine and see Nako? You can do that once the storm's gone. Come on. Okay then. So there's 2 on that one, so I did 1, 2, and then there's 1 and 3. So, what? Oh, you just have to equal the number? Not be exact with the pattern. So I just by chance made that one. Alright. All the way over here. Oh, I don't have any fast travel points. It looks like I'm making the journey by foot. It's quite alright. This might be the last one I do when I get over there. So then I can watch the live stream for the first time ever. Oh crap. Oh crap. Please be a foothold. I got lucky. I got really lucky.
Insolent shall be punished. Leave it all to me. I'll protect us. Watching transgressions. Out of my sight! Boom! But my defense was Your Majesty's gift! Ice and snow.
Alright, we've got 12 minutes before the live stream goes, well, live. Just gonna run past these. Ouch! Why you got to kill me? Why you got to kill me? Why you got to be like that? I'm gonna slowly be taking damage here.
Okay, faster.
So hopefully I can get over there before it completely kills me off. Or at least make a fast travel point over there. To where I can quickly zip out, heal my crew, and then come back. To this constant electric static. I'm about to get out of it. Okay, finally stopped. I'm a little bit better now. Teleport waypoints unlocked. Alright, so we got another one over here. You guys mind if I rotate your stones?
Steady as stone. Let's dance.
My blade!
Ouch. Yowza. Alright, this one has 4. And this one has 2. So we're going to rotate the... Is there another one? There's another one somewhere. Where are you? Where are you hiding? I only see 2. I see that one and that one. There must be another one. Because it's not letting me activate the stone. Alright, let's go look over this way. Or maybe it's on the other side. Why would it be so far away? Alright, we're looking for another spear. Huh. Well, folks, might be another Moss mystery, as I am often confused sometimes about what it is that's preventing me from progressing. I have this happen a lot in the Lego games. I don't know if I'm supposed to find another spear stuck in the ground somewhere. Is it at a distance? Will it always only have 2 that are nearby? I don't know. It is a mystery. Oh, is that one right? No, that's not it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see anything on the horizon. I don't see it hidden up in the tree area. Is it up top, maybe? Like, this seems like there's something about this. Oh, there it is up there. How do I get up to you? Did I miss the opportunity? Alright, let's try this one more time. We got 7 minutes before the live stream starts. Alright, maybe this will take me up there. No, don't send me back. No. It's like a punishment. Hope it'll send me back. I don't know if I can cancel out of this, like, travel state, or what. Can I, like, cancel out of it, like, right here? Oh, I can. Nice.
Remarkable condition.
Alright, so this one is 3. So back over this way is 3. So let's remember that. 3. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. Alright, we need a point. Just rotate the top. So the bottom one. That's 3, but then the other 2 are not. Because this one needs 2. Which is, nope, that one's 4. So let's rotate. That bottom one. Alright, that one's that one. We got that one done, but this one needs 2. So maybe 2 would be the easiest way to do it. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, the only way to do 2 would be to have the top one and the bottom one. So let's rotate that one again. Nope, I messed that up. There we go. Pushing it in towards the center of the storm. Alright everybody, I think that's going to be it for this stream. It's a little bit shorter today just because of the live stream. I started a little bit late today. We're still hitting on our daily streams. I think 2 hours is a pretty good chunk out. I may come back after the live stream. I'm told it's roughly 2 to 3 hours, so it'll be my first one. I don't know if I'll ever be able to catch many, but I've always had community members like Bear and Chibi and other Genshin Impact community members drop off some information from those live streams to kind of help me enjoy the game. But I'm going to go watch my first live one today. I'm not too worried about spoilers because, I mean, maybe what I'm about to see in this live stream will be a lot of what I'll be able to experience, because once I move back to the States, I might not be able to play as much Genshin as I am right now. So I appreciate everybody coming by, saying hi, hanging out. Elden OG, I appreciate you being here. Ya boy Whisper, thank you so much. Berry Banana, Bear, thank you for being here as well. Cheshire Smoke, I appreciate you coming by and saying hi in the early hours of the stream. Thanks Salt Gaming for lurking, and everybody else that kind of stuck around and hung out with me. I'm going to send you guys over to Chill Rob again. just to kind of end it out with some nice music. And then I will see you guys again tomorrow. I'll try to do a little bit of a longer stream tomorrow. I'll start a little bit earlier. Let's go over to chill. You know what? I'm just going to... Where do I want to go? Let's check one more time to make sure we don't have anybody.
Sounds good.
Well, actually, Eldon is live right now.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature,
but we all know Eldon. Yeah, I'll just send you guys chill over to Chill Rod. Or actually, Rodster Gems is live right now too. I don't remember who sent me over there over to him. I think he's getting ready to end though. Yeah, maybe we just keep it with Chill Rob. So anybody that comes back and checks out the stream might be lurking here, can see Chill Rob as well.
Some music would be nice.
All right, Chill Rob it is. I think you already know Chill Rob Eldon. I think we rated over there before. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Again, I appreciate you coming along with me on this 30-day streaming journey with Genshin Impact. I appreciate everybody that's come over and helped me move forward with the game. I've got a little over exactly 12 more days. 12 more days of streaming Genshin Impact, and that's going to get me pretty close to the end of this month, where I'll be moving back to the U.S., and it's been an awesome time with each and every one of you. So I will see you guys tomorrow. All right,
but
bye.
Sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Giant malls. Thank you so much for the late voting raiders.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. The case before us is a strange